All the possible events and why you should do them will be listed shortly here. Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining again. My name is Wilkie, and today's topic is going to be about the various events that are currently still and are freshly running on the Russian server. There were like a lot of events in the past, so we did actually stop getting 2 of the events. They stopped last maintenance, but we got a new one in return. So overall, I think it's still a very good time in order to start learning about the game. We're actually getting ahead of the curve due to the numerous events that are existing. So the first thing is we're talking about the Whirlpool Event. This is a very straightforward event. This is probably one of the best events that you can do, but it's also one of the most boring ones. I do have to admit, this is after doing this mechanic or this event, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 times. I lost count, to be honest. This gets quite tedious. The first time you enter this island, you basically have to do a couple quest lines, and afterwards you get a daily quest line. So that daily quest line just basically requires you to do a dance emote here, and you get 100 of the event currency, which are so-called Grieger coins. So at least once a day I would recommend you to do this event, because there are quite a few things that you can get for doing this. We're quickly going to talk about the actual rewards that you can get, and then we're going to talk about the event itself. So the rewards are available at the Grieger exchange, and boy, they are plentiful. 5 bags of selectable purple engravings, 5 bags of blue and green selectable engravings. That means after 4 weeks of doing this event, you can get a full engraving all the way to +9 for basically free. All you get to do is participate in the event a couple times. Then you have your classic pirate coins, affinity items, shillings if you need them, tier 2 materials, a lot of them actually, and also a lot of tier 3 materials. So this is incredibly good if you're looking for materials, and if you're looking to upgrade any character, be that your main or any fresh alt or gunslinger that just recently released. Definitely very powerful and very valuable event. Typically around, you get something along the lines of 700 coins through the event, plus 100 of those event coins through the quest line. And I'll catch you guys after we're starting with the event. So with the first event starting, you have to select either the shotgun or the rifle. Both of these water guns are functioning the same way. You just shoot these little piñatas until they disappear. You basically freeze them, even though you're shooting water, so it's apparently very cold water. And you have a bunch of skills. This is very straightforward. I don't think there needs to be much explanation about the event itself. Your goal is to prevent those piñatas from reaching the Albion statue here. And even if they reach it and they do a little bit of damage, it's okay. But just make sure that you actually protect them. And that is really all I can tell you about the event. As you can see, there's typically people scattered across all the directions. Every now and then there's one mini-boss spawning. For example, this one's right here. And other than that, it's the same thing though. It's the same deal, it just has more HP than the small ones. So all you gotta do is use your skills. And as you can see, the first mini-boss is already dead. There we go. That was fairly straightforward, and that is it for the first minigame. And I'll catch you guys once we're done and we're heading towards the second minigame. So we are about to finish the event. The event typically stops a few seconds before the timer runs out. I don't know if there's a kill count or how exactly it works, but nonetheless, there we go. We get 200 of those Grieger coins. Now the barrier at the top here will disappear. People will jump down into the new area where the new minigame awaits, and I will catch you guys in 45 seconds. So we're here with the second event, and the first thing that I want to show you is that even if you die, I'm just going to get myself killed here, you can just resurrect inside of this arena. So you don't have to use feathers, because some people believe that you have to use feathers. You can just click on here, base, boom, resurrect up here, grab any of the guns lying around here, and then shoot at the boss. Like I said, this is fairly similar to the first event. You just shoot the boss. The difference is no statue or anything to protect. And there we go. It periodically drops these Griegers, and at the end you'll get another fat reward. Boom, there you go. Very straightforward. Almost 800 Grieger coins, but like I said, 100 of those were obtained through the dance quest at the start. At the very beginning you will get this daily. Afterwards you have to do it without the daily. So at least once per day, I highly recommend doing this. This is all for the Whirlpool event. Like I said, rewards are very good, so I highly recommend doing this at least to the amount of the materials and items that you need. Though having a little bit of extra is because sometimes you can miss the island, sometimes you're not here. It's really easy. Also, the island happens every 2 hours, so this is a very repetitive event, but it also gives you a very good and chunky reward. The second event that I want to mention here is the Esdo call event, or a GSGrowth event, similar to what we had earlier this year when Argos was about to be released. If you're on the main website, la.mail.ru, you click here on the second icon or button here. It takes you to the Esdo call event. Click on that, it'll open a new link. Et voila, you have the Esdo call event. This is, like I said, a GSGrowth event. That means the higher your item level is, the more rewards you can get. This is lasting for another 42 days, so you have plenty of time to catch up to existing people or start building your item levels. As usual, some of these materials are actually account bound, some of them are character bound, so prepare to handle this with caution and just use those boxes, or not just, but pretty much use those boxes on characters that you see fit or that actually benefit them. If you don't have any interest in pushing morals, just take it all in your main, but I highly recommend think about before you actually grab those items, because picking those items on a wrong character will be quite painful. So make sure you actually take those boxes on a character that you want or that may have a need for that. Some of these items are obviously account bound, such as, for example, the sketches of the engravings. The engravings can be sold or traded or parked on your account warehouse, but some of these materials, such as the Javenos Lards Emeralds, the Sapphire Sirens, stuff like that, is typically not tradable, so make sure you're using them on the right character. This goes all the way to item level 50 and 50. Obviously, for me, that's never gonna happen. I'm currently at 1460, so maybe I will get to 1475 in the next 42 days, I shall see. But definitely, if you're a new player or an existing player and you want to catch up to other players, either boosting alts or boosting your main, then definitely make sure to use that event. I will put the link in the description down below as usual, so make sure you actually participate in that one. And last but not least, we do have a new event that was recently released with the Gunslinger edition, and that is the new Akrasia whatever you want to call it, Express or Mission. That happens as follows. If you're in the main menu, or basically inside of the game, you click on this little shiny present here, click on Akrasia Express, and now you have to select a character. So what I recommend is select a character that you know that you're typically either playing a lot or that has use for a lot of materials. So since I'm still not fully done with my main, I actually will choose my main here and I will click on participate. It basically tells you if you're logged in, then that's it. Fair enough, there we go. This is how you select a character. Now in this Akrasia Express, which is basically just a number of missions that you have to do, you can see that there are a bunch of tier 2 materials. Since I don't really have any use for tier 2 materials anymore outside of my Gunslinger, but I have stocked them anyway, so I don't really need them, this is basically the choice that I have been going here. A lot of other things, such as engravings, are in here, peons, shillings, gold even. There's a lot of stuff to be here that is really, really powerful. And as you can see here, only the first 2 stages are essentially tier 2 stuff. Everything above that goes into tier 3. So we get some citrines, we get some fetronites, we get some crystals again, some potions. It really depends. Some of these boxes can be really useful, some of them are not so useful. There we got another bag of gems, engravings. This is really, really, really powerful. And then you have a bonus mission at the last stage to earn you some extra gold. As you can see, I did actually do quite a bit of those already by being high level and doing certain things. So yeah, let's just quickly skim over this. This is Path to Success. I don't really know what this quest is, so don't really nail me on that. The basic training, this has been a question that has frequently come up. If you click on Voyage, you can go into the training arena. So this is how you start doing this. Chaos Dungeon, complete Phaeton, Dark Shadow stage 1 or higher. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Do a couple Epona daily quests. The second page is, this is, I think, a storyline in Papunica, Chaos Dungeon, and another bag or batch of Epona dailies. Then you have Papunica Chaos Dungeons, again Epona, recycle equipment, replace your tripod. So basically just very straightforward things that you have to do. Complete the quest, like I said, I think these are just story quests, self-burn in this case. Then again, Chaos Dungeons, and once again, Epona badges. And last but not least, it was Fate on Sunny Island. I'm not sure if this is a affinity quest from Ninavi. in either way, it might be worth it to do it. Then we have Bamboo Island. That's definitely something you should do, and that is Blade Dancing and Fire. That is the Kadan Silver Line. These are all things that you should be doing regardless of where you are in the game. Complete Void Dungeon, Madden Forest, complete Rotting Glade. So these are, well, Void Dungeons that I have done already this week. I will have to wait until next week if I can do this. Complete Tower Floor 10. This is basically just a one-time thing. I don't even know why it says I can't receive them. Oh yeah, because I didn't do it. I'm stupid. Acquire level 4 Guardian Soul. I'm not even sure if level 5 Guardians or 6 will count to that, but we shall see. It's only 2 souls, which I think is always worth the 600 extra gold. Then Flame Path, Cube, and Chaos Gate. So very straightforward, incredibly powerful things inside of these boxes. There's a lot of stuff to be obtained, so definitely do this. And once you actually complete, as you can see here, you have once you complete all of this, once the bar is full, you get this token badge here. This is a 7-day free blessing. This is a 14-day Ninavi's blessing. There we have 1,000 extra gold. There we have pirate coins, voyage coins, hunter's orders, soldier's orders, scouter's orders, some experience, some card decks, some accessories, and a few affinity items, 1 million shillings, and another piece of 1,000 gold. And there is no reward here. So overall, incredibly good. I highly recommend, if you want to play Lost Ark right now and you're interested in learning about this, the Russian server with the 3 events that I currently listed are incredibly good. It'll make it easy for you to catch up, so I would definitely give it a shot. Last but not least, I do hope this was helpful. If you want to see me live playing Lost Ark and other games on Twitch, then I do stream on Mondays, 1700 CST, sometimes on other days as well. Outside of that, I do hope this was helpful. Do stay safe, do stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.